Hi, this is Professor Barati. I'll be the professor for this next 6 weeks with you. Cost Accounting 302A, and it's a 300 level class. So just to let you know that this is a fundamental of cost accounting class. So it's a little more intense than a typical introductory or 101 level class. So this class is going to require that you put in some time and effort. It's not a class that you can just write your way through or kind of float your way through. It does require work, but I can assure you the work will pay off because it's one of the better business classes in your curriculum. You're going to learn how to analyze financial and operation data that you will likely come across throughout your careers, whether they be in accounting, finance, or operations, if you are managing a division or even a business unit or store for a group of stores, a store manager. You'll be doing everything in this class, analyzing financial results, budgeting, forecasting, cost estimating, understanding cost behavior, and all those areas will be very helpful. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. The level of math needed in this class is at most just manipulating a typical algebraic expression and proportions such as fractions and things like that. Nothing really advanced or abstract. So everyone should be able to handle this class with relatively ease when it comes to the mathematics. My job will be to help facilitate learning here in this class. I've done videos for just about every subject matter that I will be posting. I'll be engaged in the discussions, and if I see that it is needed, I will reserve a room on campus in Longmeadow, the Longmeadow campus, on Saturdays for any students who may need tutoring or additional work study help. So let's just go through Canvas right away. And I want to basically focus on the modules. So each week has content in it. It gives you an overview what's needed. So I would click on that. When you first get into Canvas, click on each module and get familiar with the syllabus. Essentially, they're just recapitalizations of the syllabus, which people would rather just click on something and read it rather than read the whole syllabus. And it'll tell you what's required for that week's session. So as you can see, on the first week, we have 3 chapters: information for decision making, cost concepts and behavior, fundamentals of cost volume profit analysis. And accompanied within each module are PowerPoint slides that come from Connect, which is the McGraw-Hill student study website where all the questions and quizzes are connecting. So go through the modules, and in the next section of a module are your assignments. So week 1 is the discussion topic, which will all participate. And I suggest you don't really need to write 3 or 4 pages worth of discussion. A lot of students really will not read long, lengthy discussions. Try to get to the point with bullets and concise, pertinent information that will add value to the discussion. Ask questions. Occasionally I will ask individual students for questions. Please follow up because I want to see critical thinking in these discussions. It's important that I see that you've read the chapter and can make some contribution from a critical thinking standpoint. Many times I'll just put out general additions to the discussion with some examples put some videos in, and invite students to add to the discussion with that. That will all get you some extra points on your rubric. In the discussion, look at the rubric. And the rubric basically outlines, which I put up on the screen, the basic approach to grading. So before you do a discussion, look at the rubric and see how the professor is going to grade you, and focus on the aspects of the rubric. Participation, for example. To get full 10 points, you need 3 timely post responses per week. So if you only give 1 post, you're going to get 7 instead of 10 points. Writing. Make sure you write very well. Business writing. Don't use slang. Don't use sentence structures that sound like you're talking to your best buddy. I kind of want to see textbook business style writing. I understand it might come off as boring and very structured, but writing is important. And then the first 2 really are the important part of the rubric. They really focus on the content of the discussion. Anything that you could bring, such as links that show that you did research in the research portion, okay, preparation, preparing. A lot of students like to do some research on Google and provide some links, which I do open up and read. That will also help you in your grading. So rubrics, very important to understand. Otherwise, a lot of students will waste time just filling in information that doesn't get you the real grade. Learn Smart and Connect, which I've put out an announcement, is not been fully set up yet. Still working on with the tech issues there. Basically, it will basically set up Connect so that you can read the chapters via the ebook right into this Canvas module. And then there'll be quizzes, which you'll have to do, and they'll be directly graded into Canvas. So not very little manual grading here. So as you can see, each module is set up the same way, with an overview, a discussion, basically the ebook for you to read the chapter, connecting you right to the homework for you to do assignments, and quizzes. And then basically a homework project at the end on week 6 based on variance analysis. So quickly going through the modules, I think will get you started very quickly. If you want to read the syllabus, feel free, but I don't think you will compared to these modules. They've been very well organized. So we'll be doing areas such as cost management fundamentals, cost analysis, estimation, and allocation. How do we allocate costs, such as manufacturing overhead, to products, which are called cost objects, to divisions, okay, or to different areas of business we can allocate our costs. Estimating costs. Cost behavior. How does cost behave? Does it behave with revenue? Is it fixed? Is it variable? Different costing methods such as job costing, process costing, activity-based costing. So we're going to learn about different costing methods and the different accounting systems that trace those costs. Activity-based costing will get its own attention. More and more companies are introducing activity-based costing from the traditional job costs and process costs. Planning, performance, pricing, another area which will consist of budgeting, how to measure performance, transfer pricing, and then finally variance analysis, okay, which is basically an analysis of how did we perform to budget or some kind of forecast, and what influenced that performance. Was it pricing? Did we sell more? Did we sell less? Did we sell more at a lesser price than our budget? we introduced the concept of flexible budgeting with variance analysis. This is an extremely important tool in business because it helps explain why we ventured off from our budget and what were the components that caused us to be higher or lower than our basically budgeted number. So again, I think this is a very practical, common sense course that you're going to utilize throughout your careers. I wish everybody the best of luck. I've been teaching this class for 4 years now, so I can basically help you through most any problems that come up in this class. So next week, the 19th, I believe, is when the class starts, and we'll be in touch soon. Thanks for watching.